I'm Dave. I'm from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania area.
And I'm David. I work at the U.S. Consulate here in Hyderabad, and I grew up in Allentown, Pennsylvania.
So Pennsylvania, specifically Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, is very historic. The Constitution was drafted there, the Declaration of Independence, and Abraham Lincoln delivered the Gettysburg Address from Pennsylvania as well. I think there's some really cool things to see in Pennsylvania. You got to go to Philadelphia and look at Independence Hall, but you also need to go look at Falling Water, which is Frank Lloyd Wright's probably most famous architectural feat. That's a beautiful house out in the woods, built alongside a river. It's fantastic. But you can also go visit the Amish country, which the Amish people are a religious group that doesn't use modern electricity or things like that. They're farmers and they're good craftsmen, and they have beautiful farms outside of Philadelphia. And I think you should go visit that as well.
And there are other great things to do, like on the western part of the state, we have Pittsburgh, which is known for a steel company, also for making glass. It's in the hills, you come in through tunnels, it's beautiful. We have Ohio State Park, which is along the Yakagani River, which is also where Falling Waters are. Another great thing to do outdoors is you have the Allegheny Mountains. Part of the Allegheny Mountains are in the western part of the country. The Appalachian Mountains are in the eastern part of the country. The Appalachian Mountains are part of the famous Appalachian Trail. But I think most Indians do know this. India is the number 2 producer in the world of steel. And back maybe 100 years ago, Pennsylvania was one of the biggest steel producers in the world. I think one thing I think you know more about than I do, you saw there are definitely some cultural connections between Indians who have come to the United States and become great filmmakers, great role players in the art. What can you tell us about that?
And one of my favorite directors is M. Night Shyamalan, who came to the United States from India as a young boy and settled in Philadelphia. So all of his movies like Sixth Sense, Unbreakable, and all these famous movies, he features and films those in Philadelphia. So I love the connection between Pennsylvania and India, and he really does a great job and is world famous now.